Good evening to all of you. Is it audible to everyone? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Siva ready. So last class on Saturday, we covered one of the simple topic in the reasoning part, that is coding and decoding. So while solving the problems related to coding and decoding, what exactly we have to remember is the numeric numbers of the letters. Very easy topic. I hope that very few members started attended the class. And this is the quant topic. Write down simple interest. Simple interest. So what exactly the meaning of simple interest? Please understand. For example, A gives 1,000 rupees to B. A gives 1,000 rupees to B. After some time period, that may be for 1 year, that may be for 1 month. Okay. For the usage of the money, B paid some extra money to A along with 1,000. For the usage of the money. Yes. For example, if he pay 100 rupees is extra, total 1,100 rupees returned to A. Out of that 1,100, 1,000 rupees is called principal. 1,000 rupees is called what? Principal. 100 rupees is called interest. That may be simple or compound interest. 1,100 rupees is nothing but amount. 1,100 rupees is nothing but what? Amount. Okay. So principal is nothing but sum. Principal or sum both are same. It is also the initial value. It all of you. So what exactly here you have to remember is whenever a person paid some extra money, that is called interest. That may be simple or compound interest. Here the amount of simple interest is same for every time period. Same for every time period. Because for example 100 rupees is the interest for 1 year. For second year also 100 rupees. Get it? If for 1 month 100 rupees, then for second month also 100 rupees. So here the time period is, that may be years, that may be months. Get it all of you. Write down. Write down. The amount of simple interest is same. The amount of simple interest is same for every time period. The amount of simple interest is same for every time period. Because we calculate amount of simple interest on principal or sum only for every time period, only for every time period. Write down. As we know, SI is equal to PTR when everyone knows the formula, but it does not indicate that we are perfect in simple interest problems. We need to understand how to use it of that formula. SI is equal to PTR by 100. From that, amount is equal to P plus SI. Hope all of you got the difference between principal and amount. Principal plus simple interest. Okay. So write down the examples. There are different models. Write down. Find the simple interest on. Find the simple interest on a sum of 30,000 rupees. A sum of 30,000 rupees at 5% per annum. At 5% per annum at the end of 4 years. At the end of 4 years. Find the simple interest on a sum of 30,000 rupees at 5% per annum at the end of 4 years. So here they clearly given P value, sum nothing but principal, 30,000 rupees, and the rate of interest 5% per annum. P value given 30,000 and R value is 5%, and the time period is 4 years. The time period should be in terms of years only. So whenever you know PRT values, is it possible to apply directly SI is equal to PTR by 100? Just you have to substitute the values 30,000 into P value 30,000 into T value 4 into R value 5 by 100. Do it your own calculation. So what is the answer? 6,000 is the simple interest. We have to find only simple interest, not the total amount. Hope all of you understood the introduction. If the given time period is in terms of days, we have to convert the time period in terms of years compulsory. Next one. All of you noted down. Find the simple interest on. Find the simple interest on a sum of 3,65,000 rupees on a sum of 3,65,000 rupees borrowed on 2nd January. Borrowed on 2nd January 2003. 2nd January 2003 and returned on 16th February 2003. at an interest of 2.5 lakhs per annum. At an interest of 2.5 lakhs, 2.5% per annum. Sorry. Okay. So they clearly given p value. They clearly given p value 3,65,000. That is in terms of p directly. Okay. And the rate of interest 2.5 directly given. But the time period is in terms of days they given. Whenever they given the days, please consider 2nd January itself also, but don't consider 16th February itself. It means that including 2nd, including 3rd, including 4th. So my suggestion is to everyone is after 2nd January, excluding 2nd January, in January month 31 days are there, so 29 days. Okay, after 2nd January 29 plus 16th February. So till 16th February means if you say that 1 to 16, 1 to 16, including 16. So total how many? 29 plus 16, 45 days. 1 year is equal to how many days? 365. Everyone knows now? Yes, 1 year is equal to 365 days. 1 day is equal to 1 by 365 years. 1 day is equal to 1 by 365 years. So 45 days means 45 by 365 years. The given days we have to convert in terms of years. Okay. So do it first. P value directly given 3,65,000. T value 45 by 365 years and R value 2.5. Do it fast, ma. Clear all of you, ma. Once if you understand what are the variables they given, just you have to substitute the formula SI is equal PTR by 100. But please focus what exactly they given, what we have to find. So what is the final answer? 1425. Okay, next one. A man took a loan. A man took a loan from a bank. A man took a loan from a bank at the rate of 12% per annum. At the rate of 12% per annum. Simple interest. 12% per annum, simple interest. After 3 years, he had to pay. After 3 years, he had to pay 5,400 rupees interest. 5,400 rupees interest only for the period. Only for the period. The principal amount borrowed by him. The principal amount borrowed by him was. The principal amount borrowed by him was. So what are the values they given? What is the principal amount we have to find? So if you want to find the p value, rate of interest given, and 5,000 rupees, 5,400 rupees is the only simple interest, and the time period is years. Someone having the doubt, sir, they do not mention whether it is a simple or compound. By default, if they do not mention anything, it is a simple interest only. Okay. So in the formula, SI is equal to PTR by 100. In that SI value given 5,400, P value is the required, and T value is 3 years, and R value is 12. Do it fast. Please note down what exactly they given. Clear all of you? Okay. Did it all of you? So principal value is 15,000 rupees. We need more patience to read the problem clearly. Spend some time to read the problem multiple times to understand what exactly they given, what we have to find. Focus on the concept. Next one. What is the rate of interest? What is the rate of interest if a sum of. What is the rate of interest if a sum of 10,000. What is the rate of interest if a sum of 10,000 amounts to 12,000 rupees? Amounts to 12,000 rupees in 4 years. In 4 years at simple interest. In 4 years at simple interest. In 4 years at simple interest. Here we have to find the rate of interest. R value is required. A sum of 10,000. 10,000 is the principal value. 10,000 is the sum principal value. 10,000 amounts to 12,000. 10,000 amounts to 12,000, nothing but the total amount is 12,000. As we know, amount is nothing but principal plus interest. Did you remember? 10,000 becomes 12,000, nothing but if I give 10,000 to you, you have to return 12,000 to me. including interest. That extra 2000 is called interest. That extra 2000 called interest. So amount is 12,000 is equal to P value is 10,000 plus simple interest. So what is the simple interest finally? 2000 is the simple interest. 12,000 minus 10,000. 2,000 is the simple interest. For that, the number of years are 4. The number of years are 4. P value is 10,000. So is it possible to apply the formula directly? SI is equal to PTR by 100. In that, R is the required. SI value directly they given 2000. P value 10,000. And P value 4 years. Okay. Okay. I given clear stepwise clear explanation to you. Everyone, please focus. So R is equal to 100 into SI by PT. 100 into SI. SI is how much? 2000 by P value. 10,000 into T value is 4 years. Okay. Next one. 20 by 4, 5%. Next one. A certain sum of money. A certain sum of money amounts to 12,000 rupees. A certain sum of money amounts to 12,000 rupees in 2 years. A certain sum of money amounts to 12,000 in 2 years and 13,000 in 3 years at SI, simple interest. Find the rate of interest and principal. Find the rate of interest and principal. So we don't know what is the sum of the money, but the sum of the money amounts to 12,000 in 2 years, and the same sum becomes 13,000 in 3 years. For 1 year gap, 1000 rupees is the amount of increasing. The extra amount is called interest. Remember, the same sum becomes 12,000 in 2 years, 13,000 in 3 years, nothing but for extra 1 year, extra money, 1000 rupees we have to pay. That extra money is called interest for 1 year. So that's the amount of simple interest is same for every time period. So what does it indicate? For 1 year, 1000, for 2 years, 2000, for 3 years, 3000. So out of 12,000, 2000 is the interest and the remaining 10,000 is the principal value. Directly you may get the principal value. For 1 year, the difference is 1000. For 2 years, the difference is 2000. Clear all of you? Okay. And the rate of interest. Once if you know P value is 10,000 and the number of years are 2 and simple interest is 2000, is it possible to find the R value, rate of interest? Yes, R value 100 into SI by PT. That is not the new formula. By using SI is equal to PTR by 100 only, we may generate it. 100 into 2000. If you have to take 3 years, you can take no problem. 13,000 minus 3,000. 10,000 is the only principal. 10,000 into, do it fast, ma. All of you. Next one. At what rate of simple interest? At what rate of simple interest will a sum becomes? At what rate of simple interest will a sum becomes 5 times itself? 5 times itself in 25 years. 5 times itself in 25 years. To read the problem clearly, what exactly they given, ma? Some indirect example. At what rate of simple interest means we have to find the rate of interest R value. But to find the R value, what is required? So to find the R value, SI, P and T required. SIP and T required. Okay. So for example, For example, let us assume 1,000 rupees is the sum. 1,000 rupees is the sum. At what rate of simple interest will 1,000 rupees becomes 5,000? 1,000 rupees becomes 5,000. So if I give 1,000 to you, if you pay 5,000 to me, that extra 4,000 is called interest. If I give x to you, you have to pay 4x, 5x to me. Nothing but the extra 4x is the interest. Did it all of you? So do it fast by using that statement. You may get the answer directly. Clear? Do it fast. Let us assume principal value is x. Let us assume principal value is x. Clear? Okay. This is by using regular method. 16 is the rate of interest per annum. Okay. 16 is the rate of interest per annum. Write down a note, everyone. This type of model, important one. Note. Point number one. Point number one. Certain sum becomes n times itself. N times itself in 3 years at the rate of interest r is equal to 100 into n minus 1 by t. Direct formula. Now need to assume that x, 5x, 4x like that. 100 into n minus 1 by t. Hundred into n minus 1 by t. Okay. Second one. Second one. Certain sum becomes if a certain sum becomes if a certain sum becomes certain sum becomes n times itself even years, then the same sum becomes m times itself in in T2 is equal to, in how many years, ma? That is the meaning actually. T2 is equal to m minus 1 into T by n minus 1. Minus 1 into T 1 to not T1 by n minus 1. Most important formulas, directly make it the answers, ma. But in which formula you have to implement, for which example, that is the most important thing you have to focus. All of you noted down these two formulas? Yes? Yeah. So, example, you have to apply at what rate of simple interest? What is the formula? R is equal 100 into n minus 1 by t. N is the number of times. How many times they given? 8 times. Nothing but 5 minus 1 by the number of years, 25. So 100 into 5 minus 1 by 25. 16% is the rate of interest per annum. Okay. Next one. A certain sum of money, actually simple interest combination, compound interest. So tomorrow I will take the class up to 7:15 to 7:30. Ma. Everyone try to prepare for that. Okay. If anyone have the problem, please tell me. Kind of a certain sum of money triples itself. Certain sum of money triples itself in 20 years at a simple interest. In 20 years at simple interest. In how many years will it become? In how many years will it become 5 times itself? So did you remember the formula directly? Okay, otherwise is the regular method. So p value x, automatically the amount will be triple times, nothing but 3x. In how many years? 20 years. So whenever if I give x, if you pay 3x to me, that extra 2x is interest. No? That extra 2x is interest. All these problems relate to only simple interest. That extra 2x is interest. Okay. In how many years? 20 years. From that, is it possible to find the R value? 100 into SI, 2x by px into t 20 years. Okay. So with the same rate of interest, the same becomes 5x. Nothing but R value you have to use 10, px a becomes 5x, automatically SI becomes 4x. In how many years? That is a concept. Here you have to find the number of years. Okay. Clear? Detail of you. Otherwise, if you want to apply the formula, just now I given the formula to you now. M minus 1 by n minus 1 into t. So here m value is 5 times and n value is 3 times. M value is 5 times and n value is 3 times. Minus 1 by 3 minus 1 into t, 20 years. T1, nothing but 20. Good massive already. So every day only 2 to 3 members responding. Yogesh, Vinay. Everyone try to respond ma. 5 times is m value and 3 times is the n value. So whatever the formula, you have to remember that. Okay. But don't remember this one because in my point of view, in this example, n value is 5, m value 3. But previously I given the statement to you that n value is the initial number and m value is the finding number. Did you remember? What is the answer, ma? 4 by 2 into 20, 40 years. Any doubt to that? Yeah. Next model. A sum of 30,000 rupees is lent in. Sum of 30,000 rupees is lent in 2 parts. Sum of 30,000 rupees is lent in 2 parts. That is simple interest. It's simple interest. One part is lent at 4%. One part is lent at 4%. And the other part lent at 5%. And the other part lent at 5%. If the total annual income is 1380 rupees, the total annual income is 1380 rupees, then find the money lent at 5% per annum. 5% per annum. If the total annual income is 1380 means on the first part interest and the second part interest, the total interest on both the parts is 1380. 30,000 is divided into 2 parts. I don't know both are equal or unequal. If the first part is x, the second part is 30,000 minus x. Okay, x is the principal part 1, 30,000 minus x is also the principal part 2. The first part is given at 4% per annum. The second part is given at 5% per annum for 1 year. Then the total interest on both the sums is 1380. SI1 plus SI2. SI1 plus SI2 is 1380. Hope everyone knows the formula. But you have to find what is the total sum. You have to given at 5% per annum. Find the value of 30,000 minus x, not x value. Okay? Do it first. Okay. So SI1 is nothing but P1 T1 R1 by 100, P2 T2 R2 by 100. Okay. First of all, find the value of x. Once if you get the x value is 12,000, but we have to find 30,000 minus x. 30,000 minus 12,000, nothing but 18,000 is the answer. 18,000 is the money lent at 5% per annum, and 12,000 is the money lent at 4% per annum. The answer 18,000. If they mention whether it is both are equal, then you have to take 15-15. Otherwise, we don't know. Na? So that is the reason 30,000 is divided into two parts. One is the x and the other one is the 30,000 minus x. Another one, certain sum of money, was lent at 5%, lent at simple interest. This is the homework to everyone. Please do it now. A certain sum of money was lent at simple interest for 5 years. For 5 years, find the sum lent. Find the sum lent if it had been lent at 2% higher interest, it would have fetched 1,000 rupees more. It would have fetched 1,000 rupees more. do this example, ma. Whatever you understood from this topic, no problem. Tomorrow I will give the clear explanation for this also. Tomorrow the topic is compound interest along with the combinations of both simple and compound interest problems. The class may take 7:15 to 7:30. Thank you, ma. All the best. So please do this example in your own, no problem at all. I will explain. Thank you all. Thank you.